so I want to play this game now. I did play a little bit, but I'm expecting a lot. It looked really cute. An employee ID, that's the store name. Their phone number's on the back. Love Rabbit. I think this might be a reference to Bunny Garden. I think it's like it is a hookah bar in, I think it's Akiba. I can't remember. Yeah, this might be like a little play on Bunny Garden. I know there's a few around that area. Some for Kabukicho. Yeah, there's a good number in Kabukicho. I think my favorite in Kabukicho is Oshishika Katan. They don't have hookah, but like it is kind of like a sub-cool bar where you can like drink with like sub-cool girls, and it's just very quaint. Like some, I don't know, some concept cafes like that will kind of try and like make money off of you, and then they just ignore you if you're not making the money. But like, I don't know, like that place I've never felt taken advantage of. Like they'll do the pressure of like, oh, One-san, I want to drink too, but I'm just like, yeah, of course, like that's just part of the package, right? So they'll definitely try to upsell you, and like that's fine. I don't know, I would feel like a bad customer if I didn't like give them a little bit of money. I've been there. Yeah, no, I've been to it's called Oshishika Katan, but like their I think their cafe name is like the Kabukicho Cafe, or yeah, it's like a Kabukicho concept cafe, and like I've liked it a lot. It's just super chill, and like the girls are cute. One of the girls that works there makes all of their uniforms. I talked with her pretty extensively, and she's like really cool. I don't know, I like her a lot. Oh, they're coming for me. Oh no. I don't know if you can hear that my noise cancellation is on, but yeah, so like this kind of like concept cafe like kind of style game I just really love. I don't know. Cute girls make everything better, honestly. Yeah. I really do love like concept cafes. It's nice though. Like a lot of people think you're like, they kind of like compare it to prostitution or whatever. It's like, oh, you're paying somebody for their time and attention, but it's like, no, you just kind of like go for the vibes, and like you just chat. And sometimes if it's like a bar style like concept cafe where you're like sitting at a bar and like the girls are like behind the counter, sometimes you end up just like chatting with the other customers, right? So I don't know, like I've had people buy like a bottle to like share with their favorite girl, and then they'll be like, oh, do you want some too? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds fun. And you just start like chatting, and like, oh, what are you like? Oh, you're a student, you know? Oh, no. I had this one guy at this vampire themed bar in Osaka. They were like showing me their like DVD collection of like vampire movies, and they're like, oh, you can read katakana, right? And I'm like, yeah, of course. And they were like showing me like all their like vampire movies and stuff, and I'm like, oh. He was like this just old Japanese but like salaryman guy, and he had like a bottle of whiskey saved for him behind the counter, and I'm like, this is great, like this is the kind of experience I want. It's just I don't want it to be all like guys. I want to like talk with some girls too. This is why I love these kinds of games, and like what I wish we had in the US more. I would probably drink a lot more if they had that kind of experience. A lot of the bars here are just like party focused and not like chill, laid back kind of focused. I don't know. So I work at a maid cosplay cafe. See, I finished my shift and I was walking home. I turned into this dark alley when suddenly someone grabbed my arm. Okay. This reminded me of another time I was in Japan. Oh gosh, sorry, I have just so many experiences. God, this music is probably gonna make it sound awful, but there was a point where I was working for an American company while I was like visiting Japan, and so they were on the East Coast, and so I was like awake from like I think 10 p.m. to like 6 a.m. working, something like that, and like it was a bit of a miserable experience because like even for me, I tend to go to bed at 6 a.m. So like having to be awake that late was like not fun. I would basically like, you know, and also my hotel didn't have great internet, so I went to like an internet cafe. And so what I would end up doing is like go to the internet cafe, work until 6 a.m. The trains would start up again at 5 a.m. So I would just like head back to my hotel and sleep. Cause like you can sleep in the internet cafe, but like it's not really like enjoyable. So I don't know. Like I'd rather just go home to my bed. So yeah, ended up doing that. And on my way home one time, like this guy was like following me back to my hotel, and he was like he thought I was cosplaying. He was like, "Neo-san, nani cosplay shiteru no?" And I'm like, "Ugh." Or it was like, "Nande cosplay shiteru no?" Something like that. I don't know. I was just like, "Ugh," like, and I just pretended to not know Japanese. I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I don't know Japanese," and I just like kept walking. And there was like the hallway to my hotel, like it was like an L shape, I guess, because it was like a little bit further in. And like so the hallway was an L shape, and he was like peeking around the corner like some kind of Scooby-Doo villain, and I'm just like, what? Like, I can see you, you're not being sneaky at all. Thankfully I had means of defending myself in that situation, so I wasn't really all that scared, but it was still like weird. I'm like, man, if I was like a small person, I would be like a little bit worried, but I was about his height, maybe taller, so it was not a big deal. Yeah, I was just like, what the heck, like, this is wild. And like being sleep deprived, I was just like, I'm a little freaked out, but like I'm not gonna worry about this right now. I don't know. So anyway, that was my weird stalker experience in Japan. It's a thing. It's real. I've also had like some other like Japanese salarymen like harass me and stuff, and my friends, so I think this is why the birth rate's declining. A lot of Japanese women are just like fed up with how like weird men are, right? Oh, thanks for following, Chris. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know, like just that whole experience, I'm just like, man, if this is like the only interaction that I've had with like Japanese men for the most part, and like it makes sense why they don't, like, Japanese women don't want to date them. Going to relay it to the police and hopefully they'll catch that person. It's nice of you to care. See, the thing though is like a lot of times with like stalker incidents and stuff, like the cops, the Japanese police will be like kind of useless. They'll be like, oh, well, you know, they groped you, but like they injure you at all? Like you have to prove damages, and like they like psychological damages isn't something that's taken into consideration. At least here, like, I don't know, I feel like the police would take it a little bit seriously. They'd at least make a report above it, you know? Never heard of this one, but gives me Coffee Talk vibes. Yeah, it's kind of the same vibe of like Coffee Talk or like Valhalla, but this one's kind of centered around like shisha bars and kind of takes inspiration from a lot of like Japanese concept cafes. I don't know. There are places like this that exist in like Akiba and Kabukicho that I've been to, and it's like very nostalgic because I used to go to them a lot while I was visiting. So I don't know. I want to go back towards the end of the year. Maybe if this job situation works out. We'll see. A maid, you must have come here straight from work. Yeah, see, this shit happens sometimes. Like you just go to a, like, as long as it's like at a bar, which it looks like it is, sometimes you just end up talking with the other customers. Like, this is how I made friends in Japan. If there were other girls at like a bar like this, like I would have just like made so many friends. Ugh, I want to go back. I want to go back. Take me back. Unfortunately, like a lot of places in Japan, like the easiest way to make friends is at like bars and stuff like that. Man, I want to go back. I either want to go back or I like, okay, if I ever become rich and famous, I want to open up a little concept cafe here. And that way, like, everybody can have this experience after work. They can come and hang out with, like, the cute girls and everything. I'm going next year? Hell yeah. Dude, I feel like Japan just has so much good, like, tech wear and shit, too. There's so much good, like, all the clothing is, like, so well made and stuff. I think a lot of Harajuku fashion has become kind of more fast fashion-y, to be fair. Like, it's not as high quality, but I don't know. Just with, I'm sure you know, Chris, but like with how like polarized the fashion industry has gotten, where it's like either you have like the extreme low end of like Shein clothing, or you have like the ultra high-end luxury stuff. There's no middle ground anymore. I don't know. Makes me kind of like nervous about opening up like any kind of clothing shop thing, but I wish cafes were in more places than that people socialized in. Bars are too loud and rowdy for me. Yeah, they're the same for me. I mean, like, I think like cafes are nice, but then there's also, I like the more like quiet, like, you know, chill bars, like the types that have like couches and stuff. I don't know. I don't like loud bars. A lot of Americans like will just like scream over each other too when it gets really packed. So that doesn't help either. I don't know. I like the low-key ones. That's why I like the ones in Japan that are like small little stalls. You just need to like fill it with like, you know, 5 people regularly and you can pay rent. Seems really nice. I wish we had that here too. But if you got to Osaka, you should visit this bar called Kinku. Oh, I love Osaka. I think a lot of people only get the impression of Japanese people from like Tokyo, but like if you ever go to Osaka, people are a lot more chill there. I like it a lot. I was like talking with this like izakaya like server, and she was like, "Oh, like where are you guys from?" And we're like, "From America." And she's like, "Oh, I really want to go to Disneyland one day." It's really cute. Hey, let me look at Kingu. Yeah, link me. I want to check it out. Wait, this looks wild. What the heck? Yo. This looks crazy. Damn. Oh yeah, let me show you the Kabukicho bar. Yeah, this is my favorite place to go. The girls are so cute. I don't know, and like it's really nice because like when I go, like I'm definitely not the only foreigner that goes there. I'm definitely not the only like girl that goes there. There's like there'll just be like girls that go because they like the atmosphere and the music and stuff. They'll play like Vocaloid songs and like VTubers and stuff. I don't know. It's just it's like my people, my internet people. It's really cute. So the only thing is they don't really speak English at all, so you have to know some Japanese, but they'll do their best to accommodate you if you don't, I guess. I don't know. Feels like I teleported to another world as soon as I walked in. The dude is super cool and he can speak decent English. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. I know Japanese though, so usually I get by okay. Does seem cool. Yeah. It's Oshishika Katon, Kabukicho Cafe. So yeah, it's really cute. And like they're all the girls at these like concept cafes, they're all on like social media. So like uh let me see. So like I think the girl who makes the girl who makes all the let me just make sure this is safe for work because she does do some lewd stuff. The girl who makes all their uniforms, she's like pretty young. She's in her like early 20s, but like she just like sews everything herself. Like super cool. So these are some of the girls that work there, I guess. But like yeah, she like makes a lot of her own clothes. She's really into like J fashion and stuff. Like I don't know, she's super cool. Yeah, I like her a lot. This is the uniform, so you can kind of see. I don't know. Like she's such a cool person. Like and you just get to like go hang out and chat with her. Oh yeah, she makes uniforms for like the indie idol groups too. So like this was like a outfit that she made for this like small idol group, Amadeus. Yeah, it's super well done too. I'm just like, damn, this looks pro. Like this looks like something you could actually buy in like a store, but it's just for this idol group. I'm like, damn, okay. So yeah, this is Kyopi. And then she has a shop, but I can't really show it on stream because it's not really safe for work. But yeah, like you just end up like meeting these people at these like concept cafes, and some of them are just like streamers. Some of them are just like, you know, they just make cool shit. I don't know. You just end up talking with cool people. I don't know. That's peak. I know, right? Yeah, there's a lot of like concept cafes like that. Like that's why like this game is just so nostalgic for me. I'm like, oh, I want to go back to Oshishika. We cannot get enough cozy games like this. We need more. I know. You know what I really want? I just want this cafe to exist in person. I want to be able to go here after work and just chill and like talk with cute girls and stuff. I don't know. I want to be a manager for a concept cafe. Once I get rich and famous, maybe one day. I am trying to start a company, like a tech company soon, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If I end up having like money to blow, maybe I'll do I'll pull a DNA lounge and I'll just like start my own little concept cafe. If I ever win the lottery, I'll invest. Thank you. Yeah, I mean like so many companies end up failing, right? So I'm not banking on it, but like I do feel like this thing that I'm working on has like some applications with like the government and some like data center situations and stuff. Like I feel like, and like collaborative applications. It's maybe, I don't know. I feel like I've kind of talked with Jirai girls like this before, where like they're really nervous about talking with new people. Like one time I was in line for like a for an idol concert, and she was like asking like, oh, what's this line for? And I'm like, oh, I think it's for the concert. And she's like, oh, like which floor are you going to? And I'm like, the 3rd floor or 4th floor. I forgot which one it was, but she's like, oh, okay, I'll get in line too. And like I asked her like, oh, what group are you coming to see? And she was like into the same group that I was, and I'm like, oh, I really like them too. But then she didn't really seem to want to chat. She just kind of like went and played like Suika game on her phone. She was like really awkward. I'm like, okay, I don't want to make things like uncomfortable for her, but like I really want to talk to her. She was cute. I don't know. Your pillow lost a Suika game? No. It's more that I didn't want to like make her uncomfortable. Like I don't know. Like she just seemed really shy. That's a common thing for girls like her. I mean, kind of. I mean, Jirai girls can sometimes be a little bit like quiet and standoffish, but it's usually more just because they're like anxious and like menhera, right? I don't know. Totally get it. I'm always worried about doing that myself. Yeah, like I don't know. But maybe I need to like get over that. Maybe I just need to like. Oh yeah, I think I also did ask her like who her favorite member was, and I think it was like Kiru, and I was like, oh, I like Nia. I don't know. We could have talked more. The problem is I didn't really know enough about the other members. Like I only know about like the 2 Oshi that I have in that group, so I didn't really know what to talk about. Like I guess they maybe dropped a music video recently. I could have brought that up. I don't know. Like. But yeah, this is one of those things where like I wasn't totally comfortable. This was all in Japanese, so like I was like not totally confident in my ability. If it was in English, I would have been fine. I get really anxious and on edge around new people. Oh. Yeah, maybe I need to do a better job of like, how do I make somebody like that feel more comfy and like low pressure? Can confirm where Jirai am awkward. Oh, Blue, you're wonderful. Shut up. You're lucky you're so cute. Makes up for it. Makes me want to talk to you more. Ma used to love traveling too. She'd often go to Paris with her friends. Wait, is she the... Okay. There's this old grandma She's very aggressive. She works at this place in Harajuku called Yellow House. If you go down to Yellow House and she like takes a liking to you, she'll just like be very pushy and like dress you up and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, I don't know. And she has some like the newer like subcult brands too. It's kind of funny. It's cute. She like tells you her life story and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I went to like Paris and like studied fashion. I don't know. Love her. She's a gift to the world. She must have lived life to the fullest. So now I wonder if it's like her grandma.